A widower is pleading with the government's drug buying agency to urgently reverse its decision to switch the menopause medication it funds, as he believes disruptions to his wife's access to hormone replacement therapy led to her taking her own life. Women say they've been blindsided by Pharmac's announcement that it will switch suppliers of HRT patches to a brand many Kiwi women and their loved ones say does not work. Now, the minister in charge says he'll be asking if proper consultation was followed. Here's Imogen Wells.
I now proclaim you are husband and wife.
Glastonbury main stage 24 years ago. Helen and Calvin Baxter tying the knot.
Bowie played that stage that night, so technically Bowie played our wedding.
But those bottle-popping days came to an abrupt halt in September this year. Helen took her own life after disruptions to access and switches in her menopause treatment led to her mental health deteriorating.
For 3 prescriptions in a row, she couldn't get Estradot. Her mood plummeted. When she did get Estradot, she was so paranoid about not getting it again, she started cutting the patches in half. So that didn't lift her mood. And then for 3 months, she just got worse and worse. Then it was all too much. And I came home one day to find that she'd gone.
It's a risk and battle many Kiwi women and their whānau are now facing because Pharmac is switching the menopause patches it funds, moving from Estradot, which has been described as gold standard, to Mylan, which doesn't get the same glowing reviews.
I'm gobsmacked and really angry. It doesn't stick to women, it falls off constantly. And for lots and lots of women across New Zealand, it causes a rash and is incredibly irritating.
Mylan works for many people, but there are some people who can't tolerate it at all.
In a statement, Pharmac said it had made the decision to switch to Mylan due to a global shortage of hormone replacement therapy, which reached critical levels earlier this year. It said securing supply was a key factor, along with suitability and cost, although Pharmac wouldn't tell us how much money it was saving with this brand switch.
One of the things we asked Pharmac to do is make the tax dollar go as far as possible for as much medicine for as many people as possible.
David Seymour told 3 News he found out about the funding roughly 48 hours before everyone else as part of a no surprises policy. But in the roughly 24 hours since the decision's been made public, he says he'll be going back to Pharmac for some answers.
The question I would ask them is, did we do everything we had to as far as making sure we reach out to patients and see what they think about the change?
I don't think there was adequate consultation that happened prior to this change happening. So now that it's come to light, we need to hear the stories and hear the voices of all the women that this is going to affect.
People like Calvin and Kate say Pharmac must reverse its call.
The only thing I can see them doing is revisiting it and reversing it. We need to be able to have access to the best treatment possible, and Estradot is it.
If anything I can do can help change this, I'll do anything. This should not happen to anyone else.
An emotional plea to those in power from a grieving husband.